T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today is Sunday. It's the Sunday Horror Hangout. And with me, it's always on Sundays, Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mass. What is up, my man? How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing fantastic, Michael. How are you, buddy?
I'm hanging in there, my man. I am hanging in there.
Fantastic. And, we got to talk a little bit backstage. It's a killer topic again, man. And I say that because, we keep hitting stuff that we don't really talk about all that often.
Outside the box.
We're singling it down to, hey, I'll let you tell them what we're talking about. But, I'm excited, man. And I was telling you that, it was a pretty busy week. So even though I know the topic, I haven't had a whole lot of time to, think about it, where I stand on certain things, and I'm always interested to see what everybody in the chat has to say. But thanks for having me. Always, I'm doing great, man. Tell us what we're getting into, brother.
Yeah, man. So the good thing about that, though, with not having really too much time to think, is you and I usually we'll throw out one each. You know what I mean? We'll throw out one that we like, and the chat fills up the rest of the bracket. So even if I had planned and thought about it prior and really got into it, you never know who's going to be up there. So in order to prep, you would have to look at so much stuff. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that about these brackets. I love that I have no idea what's coming next. And a lot of times we don't know, like a movie will come up. It's like, damn, I haven't even seen that movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the good thing about us is we don't try to tiptoe around it. I'll flat out be like, I'm out of this one. I've never even seen that movie. You know what I mean? And that's so good, dude. That's so good because everything is so fresh coming in from the live chat. And we got great people that always throw us great topics, man.
And it is great, but I'm not going to, I'd be lying if I said sometimes I just don't want to hang my own head on some of the movies I haven't seen. And, I'm sitting here, like feeling like some poser horror guy. Like, come on, man.
You can't see everything. And we will get into the topic. And I'm going to just throw something out there today that's just a little outside the horror realm. And I promise that I won't spend a lot of time talking about it, but it's something that happened yesterday that I can't not talk about. And that's the fact that Comic-Con was this weekend, right? And if you don't know about Comic-Con, they give us all kinds of, news. You get news from stuff like, well, it's not really around anymore, but like they have spinoffs like The Walking Dead, Marvel stuff, DC stuff. Comic-Con encompasses a huge amount of content, and this is their time to showcase new trailers. They're going to showcase fucking surprise characters. And they did that today, man, or they did that yesterday. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to the Avengers, but he's not coming back as Iron Man. He's coming back as Victor Von Doom. And if you don't know who Victor Von Doom is, he is a villain, all right? And he's probably the most famous Fantastic Four villain that there is. But it threw me off. This news threw me off so much that I really don't know how I feel about it, because you have an established hero character, one that was so important, to the MCU. You look at Endgame, he was the one that started, Marvel. Like, he was the first movie in the MCU. He got the final say at Endgame. And you're bringing this character back to play a villain. And it's just got me like, how? Why? Now, if Deadpool played with the multiverse, Doctor Strange played with the multiverse, is he gonna be like a version of Tony Stark that became Victor Von Doom, that's now the face of a friend, but he's the villain? Like, dude, this has my head spinning, and it has been spinning all day with me trying to make sense out of what they're doing with this, man. Like, it's just crazy. It's absolute madness. And I can't really see, maybe I have a small brain, but I can't really see the vision, that they're trying to do with this, to bring that familiar face that we know so well as a hero, to be the villain. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're not a big comic guy, and I know that, you don't really watch too many of those, but it's almost like,
I get it though. I do get it though. He's very, very established as Tony Stark, and it's Robert Downey Jr. It's strange to me. I get it. I get it.
And I just couldn't not mention that today. Like I said, I know that this is horror, and I know that it is, but man, that's some news that came out today. Like, that's some what the fuck, news. Like, you figure they'd bring in somebody to establish a character as big as Doctor Doom, and not one that we already have, I don't know, feelings for. I'm kind of talking my way through this as we're doing this.
Has anyone played like in a big movie Doctor Doom on screen so far.
Yes. It's the old one. Like, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in like that witch show with the three girls. He was a demon.
But nothing recent. It's been
No,
a
I haven't
while.
seen him recently. He was also in the first Red movie. You seen Red with
Yeah. Bruce Willis and all them.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't kind of know what they're doing. There it is. Russell threw it out there. He said, well, the guy who played Cole from Charmed. Yes, the show I was talking about was Charmed, and his name in the show was Cole. He was a demon, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just like, wow, man, like that's just crazy news. Like, that's literally crazy news to be coming out like that today. Absolutely nuts. But on the horror side of things, I do apologize for bringing some non-horror into this horror gathering for tonight. But it literally, my head was about to pop when I saw that today. We are doing paranormal / supernatural type villains. You know, we're staying away from the slashers again. We're looking at characters that were in like haunted type of movies, the paranormal type stuff, the big bads, if you will, of those movies. So you're looking at demons, you're looking at, you know, ghosts, things like that are of the paranormal nature. And we're not talking about the movies. We're talking about the characters themselves. And that's huge to say because, you know, just one that, you know, I absolutely love a character, but I'm not a fan of the movie that they're in. You know, and we talked a little bit about that backstage, and I'll save that for when we get to that character because there's no way that character is not going up there. And I'm just looking forward to doing this. So we'll look at this as the characters themselves and definitely not the movies.
I like that because I'm all about characters, man. So hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's a cool thing about it, man, because there's a lot of movies that you have, you know, a character that you're disappointed that they didn't do something with because you love that character so much. But this is a time to say, hey, the movie might have been ass, but you got to admit that character was off the hook. And that gives that character itself a chance to shine in the Movies and Beyond bracket tonight.
You know, and that can happen quite often, I feel like, you know, sometimes where there's just, and not even just in horror, you know, it can be whatever, but you might see like just this badass character, but then, yeah, they don't really know which way to go with them or, you know, build the story. And they just, I feel like they can waste it sometimes.
Yeah.
Kind of a missed opportunity. So for sure, man. But yeah, I'm itching to give mine. I'm itching, buddy.
Yeah. And we could start doing that. I want to give a big blanket hello to everyone in the chat. They've been going for so long and we've been talking for 13 minutes. There's no way I'm getting through all that right now, but I do want to give a big blanket hello to everyone that is hanging out with us tonight. And I will pick up on the chat here in just a bit. It's just I will never scroll all the way back through there. There's so much tonight and you guys are so awesome for doing what you guys do in the chat, for real. So yes, I do have the bracket set up already. Look at me. I'm somewhat prepared, Matt. Somewhat prepared tonight. Let me go ahead and start to set this up because this is always a process in itself. Now I have to make sure that I have YouTube open so I could get the poll together, which I do. Excellent. Look at me. Look at me. I'm more squared away. Let's see. Michelle's throwing this out here. You might not be wrong. If you guys were on time, you could say hello and with a winky face. Yeah, you know, little
shit.
ball bust there. Just throwing that out there. Like, hey, guess what? Now Jerry wants to jump in too. Like, need to buy him a watch. You know what I mean? Like, here we go. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. You just kind of like that extra kick while you're down. You know what I mean?
What's up to Michelle and Jerry? What's up, guys?
What's up to everybody, man? So I haven't even put ours in there yet. So I figure, you know, we can go through and put all of these in here in front of everyone. Usually I'll have mine in there already, but I'm really not sure which way I'm going to. Yeah, I do. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I already know where I'm going with this for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and put mine in there, and it's probably no. You guys know where I'm going with that.
Samara.
You guys already know.
James, I did see that you the shape. Hello to the shape. I saw that you put some, you add some blood to that meat cleaver, and James, I cannot wait to see that, man. I bet it looks fantastic, buddy.
Hell yeah, man.
Samara
Hell
the
yeah.
Ring. That's a good one. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
So going with Samara. Matt, you are up now on your choice.
You know, let me just say one more thing about Samara. That's another movie. You know, we talk. You know, I feel like we bring up The Conjuring and things like that a lot. How, like, you know, that was one of the movies that, you know, I know you said you jumped in the theater. I did as well. Kind of brought back, a little bit of scares and fright. The Ring was like The Conjuring. I got that vibe as well. It was a very freaky movie. But yeah, I just had to say that that one creeped me out too, for sure. So, all right, man, I'm going with my girl.
All right.
I'm going Valak. The Marquis of Snakes.
Oh, you're gonna throw the title in there. Keep going, man. I love it.
The Profane. Yeah, you know all this stuff. Now I do want to give and if someone wants to pick this gentleman, obviously they're more than welcome. But my buddy Tom is not sure if he's able to make it tonight, and he wanted to give a big shout out for Reverend Kane of Poltergeist 2, and I gotta hand it to him. That is a badass paranormal villain right there.
Let me just throw him in there for Tom in case he's late.
There
Let
we
me
go.
Let me throw him in there.
You know,
right.
And speaking of creepy, that was a creepy ass dude right there. Like, yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So remember, we were doing characters. I see Russell has the nun. That's up there already. Michelle, let's see you. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not. It's not ringing a bell with me. I apologize, though. All right. Damien is throwing up Reagan. So I'm going to throw up Pazuzu. Is that a P-A-Z-U? Z-U?
It is. I think it's one Z. I think it's P-A-Z-U-Z, right? Pazuzu.
Yeah, that's what I have. So we'll go with that. Everybody knows who that is. At least I hope so. I'll put Reagan in there just in case. From The Exorcist. Now let me catch up here. Oh God, I hate when it does that. All right, here we go. All right.
Bagul. Is that how you say that, Bagul?
I think so.
Bagul, okay.
Melissa, the wild card, is throwing up Annabelle.
Nice, Melissa. Nice.
I don't remember that demon's name though.
That is Malphus.
M-A-L?
Don't ask me to spell that.
Right.
I can just half say it right, I think, but yeah, it's Malphus.
Throw Annabelle there. Let's see.
That's a nasty demon. Nasty.
All right. Oh, Russell's throwing up the lipstick demon from
Hells
Insidious.
yeah. Hells yeah. Jerry's got a killer lipstick demon statue.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, man. It broke, and I didn't want to do the work to repair it, so I gave it to my buddy Jerry. He got it all glued up, looking fantastic, for sure.
John is going with the tall man. Hell yeah, John. I don't even need to put Phantasm next
What's
to him.
up, John? How are you, my friend? Russell?
And Sarah Campbell has given a $5 super chat, and she's saying, all my ideas got taken, so I'm going with a wild card. The Jackal from 13 Ghosts.
That's sick.
Thank you so much for that.
I like what you guys are doing here. The Jackal is very high on my list of just look.
Oh, God, dude. Jackal's sick.
Love the look of Jackal, man.
Let me see. All right. I got to check my spelling because I know that You guys will jump on me for that. Deadite Ellie, the mom possessed from Evil Dead Rise.
Okay.
Am I spelling that right? Yeah, looks like I am.
What I liked is how tall she was. So when her body was doing like all them crazy weird movements, it really you really got that effect. But she did an awesome job in that film. That was a good. That was a hell of an installment, in my opinion. Emily Rose. Oh, Emily Rose.
3, 4, 5. We've got
Now, would you
5
have to
left.
go with like what was inside of Emily Rose, or I mean, I'm digging it. I guess I'm thinking too hard.
Yeah, technically.
You know, but man, I love it. I mean, I love it.
Technically. Oh, Kim is coming through with the Babadook. All right. If you have not voted yet, now is the time. We have 4 spots left on the bracket.
So I just heard that I sound like Seth Rogen.
I wasn't going to put it up on the screen, but I was laughing.
It's just funny. Laugh. I've never heard that before, but that's funny.
Oh my goodness. Dude, but that works perfect for the whole thug life thing at the beginning of the intro. You know what I mean? It's red. Shit, if you're Seth Rogen, then I guess I'm red. And I gotta buy me a Daewoo Lanos. It's a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Danny McBride. Jesus. All right. It looks like people are done throwing them out. If you got a second pick, we got 4 spots. The first 4 that are within the parameters are going on this list. So throw out your votes now.
What is that, pickle and ketchup?
What?
Remember Seth Rogen, Step Brothers? That was a fart. Now the tuxedos are just fucked up. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Oh, you're all right. I am gonna allow Freddy Krueger to be in here because he is a dream demon. But he's the only one out of the slashers that
so don't make a habit of it.
It's okay, but just don't make a habit of it. Because then you get, well, Michael Myers is borderline supernatural, and Jason came back, and it's like, man, then we're going back into that. Jerry threw out the nun. The nun is up there, buddy. We have got it up there. You don't have a second one that you want to see up there, Matt?
Yeah, I do need. Now, what are you asking again?
We have 3 spots left.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, man! They've said some really great ones so far.
So Kim is throwing out Long Legs. Is that a supernatural? Like, I haven't seen the movie. Is that a supernatural villain?
Oh gosh, how do you say no to Kim? I don't know.
I have not seen the movie, so I can't.
Yeah, and I don't want to give you any spoilers on that. But what I was going to go with was Parker Crane, Insidious. Parker Crane.
Okay, is that like a demon?
That is a demon.
And it's not the red-faced demon. Is it?
No. Remember, Parker Crane has the black veil, and it's the one that, he dressed up like a woman because his mother wanted a child, and then he killed himself at the hospital. And
I got you.
Yeah, Parker Crane. Yeah.
I got you. Oh, we have 1 spot left. So, Pinhead.
Oh, how the hell is Pinhead just now getting in here?
That's it. And that wraps it up.
How did that happen? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pinhead's like king, dude.
Pinhead is freaking.
Oh, man. That happens all the time, I feel like, with these charts. we'll get about 5 minutes in and be like, and then just remember some badass juggernaut. Like, yeah, that's how it goes.
One more spot. So, Matt, you will be the decider for this one because I haven't seen it for Long Legs. Is that along this?
I'm gonna let it in.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it in.
All right. Yeah, because I don't know any better, like any different. If you guys say that it follows this, 100%. If it follows it, it follows it. I don't know any better to say any different.
Actually, when are you guys planning on seeing it?
Next weekend.
Okay.
Next weekend.
Text me immediately, man. Just give me a little.
Yeah.
Just give me a little one sentence of what you thought there about that one.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. And Matt, we are, oh man, how do I unstart it? Because I didn't shuffle it. It won't let me shuffle. All right. Well, the shuffling got messed up for this one. Gotta love the live shows. Let me make this bigger so everyone can see where we're at. All right. So, oh God. Okay. I've got to set this up. Who wins? So we have the first one.
Did you already do the shuffle and everything? You did that.
So I didn't shuffle. I hit start and now it won't let me shuffle unless it lets me unstart somewhere, which I don't think that it's going to let me do. Unfortunately.
Well, you typed them in pretty damn random, so it doesn't really make a difference much.
That is true. So. That is 100% true. So we have the entity from It Follows versus Pinhead. Yeah, well, so cast your votes. The poll is set up, and we are able to vote now.
And I'll try to keep reminding everybody too, because I got to remind myself. It's character. It's not movie, or it's entity. It's demon. It's ghost.
Right.
It's just like who's your jam.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And why you like these characters and the character you think that's good enough to move on. So with Pinhead and the entity, don't get me wrong. I really, well, I won't say I love it. I enjoyed the movie It Follows. And the whole entity that was behind all of that was very creepy. But Pinhead to me is on another level. You know what I mean? Pinhead's like an icon. I look at Pinhead and I'm just like, you know what? Doug Bradley looks pretty freaking badass, on this. And I feel like, Pinhead is just way above the entity, at least for right now. The It Follows is somewhat new. I'm not saying it's brand new, but it doesn't have the history that Pinhead has, that following for me to put it over Pinhead for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It's not a pimple on Pinhead's ass.
No. No.
Pinhead all around though, not just, and I'm a nut about the look, and boy does he have that like tenfold, and then he starts talking, and then you're like Pinhead. It's like no matter what, when he talks, you shut the hell up and you listen. Yeah. It's always something super badass. He's a king also of like some one-liners. He's intelligent, which makes him even more terrifying. He gets inside your head and just all around a badass. And It Follows was, for me, it was an okay movie. Lydia just recently had an interesting take because she told me that it's one that she watched the second time around and actually didn't like it as much the second time around. And, sometimes we'll have those, feelings with stuff. But yeah, Pinhead all day for me.
Oh yeah, man. And I honestly, I have to believe that that's probably going to be the popular vote. But who knows? I've been wrong. You remember last week we were freaking both wrong. We both called out a movie for the finals and didn't go our way. Did not go our way. I'll get through some of these here.
Russell's laughing at me for something. I don't know what it is. Russell. Hey, is It Follows getting a sequel?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Is It Follows getting a sequel? It is. Yes, it is. See what I did there?
Yep.
See what I did there. So we'll leave this up for another minute. We have a few more people that can still vote to throw into the poll. If you have not voted,
he gets his nails at Home Depot. Oh shit, James.
What was that from? That was from something, wasn't it? Did somebody say that, or have I just heard somebody say that before?
It's the first I've heard it. But wherever he gets them from, they look fantastic.
Yes. Lydia says that it's going to be called the They Follow.
Okay, that sounds right. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one up. Let me go ahead and put the score in here where it looks like Pinhead will be moving on at 83% to 17%. And we will submit that score.
Guys, this is going to be fun because there's a lot that I can already see that I don't want to go up against each other. Like, that's going to get me like all nervous and yeah.
All right. Who wins? We have Parker Crane.
Parker Crane's creepy, man. Creepy.
We are going to go ahead and start the poll there.
Who's Parker going up against? Longlegs.
Yeah, and I got nothing on this one.
Okay. I'll kick it off. I'll kick it off then, if you don't mind, because I like this matchup. I'm still on the fence if Longlegs, 100% belongs, but he's in there.
Yeah.
For me, thoroughly enjoyed the movie Longlegs. I cannot say that it's on Insidious's level.
Mm.
Now I know we're not talking movie though. We're not talking movie.
Right.
Now I'm like stopped in my tracks. Like, well, wait a minute. Where are you going with this, Matt? As much as it pains me, I'm gonna give a slight edge to Parker Crane.
Okay.
Just a big fan of that look and the whole story that comes together and unfolds. So slight edge. I'm going Parker Crane.
All right. Well, I definitely don't have a dog in this fight, so I'm going to have to, go to the chat. It took a minute, once you reminded me who, Parker Crane was. Like, oh yeah, I totally forgot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like his name. You gotta kind of be an Insidious nerd and watch it every week, like I do.
And I own that movie too.
I'm a huge fan of Insidious. That OG, man. Damn.
Dude, I remember the first time I saw Insidious. Like it felt like a tale of two movies for me. You know what I mean? Like it started one way and then went a different direction.
Yeah.
But I always enjoyed it. I always enjoy the first one. I like the second one too.
I do too.
John,
I do like how they all come together, in the end.
Okay. Yeah. James said, I've not yet seen Longlegs. I'm out of this one. Okay.
Yeah, it's awfully new.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right about that for sure. Looking back, yeah, probably.
She got to tell everybody though. I mean, Bride in Black, yeah, that would allow. You get all that, Michael?
All right. Got it all. I got it all. Let's see. I think that we're pretty much. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Let's see. So we're at 60-40. Make sure that you cast your vote. Well, there were a couple people that hadn't seen the movie. So with 3 minutes, we will go ahead and end this poll. It looks like Longlegs is moving on.
Really? Okay.
60-40.
Okay.
Make
Damn,
sure
my Parker's out. Damn.
that you guys are getting your votes in. Oh, I'm about to lose mine already. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you are. But dude, some strange things happen on here. Some strange things happen on here.
So cast your votes. We have Samara from The Ring versus Pinhead. I love you, Samara, but good God, I have a feeling that you might not make it. I'm voting for you. You know, I'm a big Ring fan. I'm a big Samara fan. So
You're taking Samara over Pinhead.
I am, dude. I am.
Damn.
You know, it's probably not the popular choice, to be honest.
No, but that put, I know, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Michelle says, I'm a very transparent person, Matt. Zip it.
Oh, I read that. I haven't said a word.
August. Jerry said I call PS or BS. I said PS. Lydia saying, give me Samara for 500. Alex.
Get your head out of your ass.
And Michelle has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much, Michelle. That's freaking so amazing. Appreciate everything that you do here. Believe me, it's definitely noticeable. And thank you so much. Thank you. Where do you sit at, Matt, with Samara?
I like Samara, but I don't even think it there. It's a landslide for me on this one too. I just, not on a Pinhead level.
I got you. Jerry, I know he's huge with Pinhead. Definitely. So I know that. Sarah said, I'm all in on Samara. Oh, yeah.
Daggone. We got a battle here, it looks like.
We do. Do have a. And also, Michelle's reminding everybody, don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, please hit that like button. It helps out the stream more than you guys know. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude.
Michelle named her son from the Ring. That's crazy. That's cool. That's wild. So you guys both are Ring all day.
Yeah, and then I cannot never not say this. But I have this Samara here that my mods got me for my birthday. It is a TV with Samara coming out, and the TV screen says Movies and Beyond on it. So definitely something that I barely fit up on my shelf, but it's something I'm very proud of, and always will show that for all my amazing mods that did that for me. You guys are amazing. Melissa's saying, don't like Pinhead, but love The Ring. We are going to give this 1 more minute. So make sure that you guys cast your votes. There's more people in the chat than we have votes. But currently, that's where we are. Lydia says, if you'd like to support the show, you can go to Patreon and partake in additional content. And she leaves the link below.
Nice.
It's freaking amazing. Thank you, Lydia. Yeah, if you'd like some more extra content that you can't see on YouTube, go check out Patreon. There's something over there for everyone. And again, if you have not voted, make sure that you vote. And yes, that is super cool for sure. Russell said Doug Bradley is the man. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
James says, The Shape says, I'm going for the old hardware head Pinhead. Hell yeah.
We're on the same page, James. We got this one, buddy. got this one.
Michelle says Samara needs one more vote. Samara does need one more vote. Sarah says 14 watching, 11 votes. Come on, everyone. Make sure that you get your votes in, because I'm about to take this one down and my girl's about to go down.
Who's sleeping on this out there?
I know. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. But we are going to have to end this poll, Matt. We are going to have to end this poll, and Pinhead is going to move on because we did get another vote in and it went in the opposite direction. So it looks like Pinhead will move on at 58% to 42%. And Samara is out in one round. I'm going to go. It was
a hard round, though. It was a hard round.
I'm going to go cry in private.
It was a hard round.
Just going to go use the bathroom and cry.
You can just cry here. It's cool. I do it all the time.
So we have the Jackal versus the Tall Man from Phantasm.
I think we might be saying bye to the Jackal.
You never know.
I'm that's my guess. That is my very slightly educated guess. There's a big following for Phantasm that I was never able to get on board with, but I just know it's got some power. Tall Man. I see some tall mans coming in. Jackal.
Yeah. It is close.
Goes against the Juggernaut. I'm cursed.
It's close. Sarah Campbell throwing in $5 super chat says, not again. 3 weeks in a row, my poor baby wild card goes against a Juggernaut. I'm cursed. I am cursed.
Oh, that's right. Sarah brought this one up. I'm glad she did. Jackal's so damn cool. Like, could have their own movie, and you could like, what's it about? Oh, just a bunch of stupid shit. I'd still be there. Like, yeah. I want to see this thing in action, man. You remember when she gets on, mounts the, I can't remember if it's a girl or a guy, but and she's just clawing the shit out of them, and it's like that flashing like strobe light and shit. That scene is incredible.
Dude, this poll is freaking crazy. I've watched it go extreme one way. I've watched it go extreme the other way. And now it is locked at 50-50. Oh my God. This is definitely like a roller coaster poll that I'm sitting here watching. Make sure that you guys are casting your votes for sure. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness. James says they're both awesome, but I like the Tall Man. Yeah, James.
Okay. I didn't know where James stood on this one. James, we're going against each other, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Duking it out.
That was Shannon Elizabeth that was in 13 Ghosts. Yes, it was. I think she's going to be at Scarefest. I think Shannon Elizabeth's going to be up at Scarefest. It's either one of us.
I'm getting very excited, guys, for our for these fall conventions. A little more so than last time around, and I'm glad. I think it's going to be pretty killer, Michael. And I hope a lot of you out there in the chat, I can see you at some of these.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Absolutely awesome.
And I mean, it'll be so cool hanging out at Waverly next week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that is going to be freaking, it's going to be freaking awesome.
I could sure use the away trip. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I could. So it's going to be fun.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. Well,
When your away trip to relax is going to one of the most haunted places, in America, that says something about who you are right there. It's like enough said. This guy's off his rocker. But yeah, most people say a beach.
most people would go to a beach yet, but no, we're going to one of the most haunted places in America. It's going to be fine. It is going to be fine. But speaking of fine, I'm going to go ahead and end this poll. And the Jackal is moving on at 53% to 47% for the Tall Man.
I thought
Whew.
Tall Man was going to take Jackal out.
The Jackal has won. I cannot believe it, but the Jackal has won. Sarah, the curse is broken.
That one surprises me too.
It does, dude.
And when fans of Phantasm bring up the film, they don't ever bring it up and not mention the Tall Man.
Yeah.
Never. In my experience, and then Jackal, there's just the one film, not a whole lot of screen time whatsoever, and took out something as iconic as that's impressive. That's impressive.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, let's see. Jerry throws out the congrats, Sarah. Everybody rooting for Sarah there. Sarah, I'm glad that you got your curse was broken. It's freaking awesome. And she's finally made it past round 1. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
T-Bone has entered. What's up, buddy? How are you?
What's going on? What is going on? All right. Tall Man is down. But the next poll is up, Matt. And we have Pazuzu versus the Babadook.
Okay. All right. T-Bone, you came at a good time, buddy. Reagan,
But just out of curiosity, T-Bone, who would you have picked? The Tall Man or the Jackal from 13 Ghosts? Let me know in the comments section. And we'll move on with this one, Matt.
It's another huge mismatch in my opinion.
I agree.
I enjoyed the Babadook. I feel a little depressed when I watch it though. It's a depressing movie. But it's so well made. I think there's some really killer acting in there as well. Babadook's very creepy. But Reagan, guys, I won't even get into, how iconic, all of this is, but, cause you all know, but yeah, it's a landslide. Reagan, Pazuzu.
Yeah.
Most likely that's my pick, to go all the way.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Definitely going with Pazuzu myself. Babadook, like you said, I'm not going to say everything that you said, but it was a good movie. It doesn't have a lot of rewatch value for me. But I feel the same way about, other good movies too, like Hereditary, it was good when I watched it, but it's not something that I can watch, very often. It is good. Yeah. So it's kind of tough, when you look at things, from that standpoint, it is kind of tough, man.
And we're doing just character. We're doing just character.
But yeah, I agree. I am definitely going with Pazuzu as well for this one. Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and check out the chat to see.
Did you see that? We would have had another.
Yeah, I did.
Tall Man in there.
I did. It would have. Well, I would have voted for the Tall Man. You probably would have voted for the Jackal. So we'd have been.
Yeah.
Definitely. Russell says, "Poor Babadook." Yeah, I'm about to call this one due to a slaughter here in a second. As soon as I get through the comments here.
It was a creepy movie too, man. It was very creepy.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end that poll for the simple fact that it is 92% to 8%.
But what would you rather do? Have to deal with Babadook throughout the night or watch that kid for the weekend? I think I'm taking Babadook, man.
I think so too. I honestly do.
That poor mom, dude. It's like, gotta deal with all this shit. Now you're starting this paranormal shit. I ain't got enough to deal with. He was a rough one.
All right. The next poll is up. And I kind of, yeah. So, oh, Freddy has made it to the show.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Old Freddy.
I forgot we had Krueger in here.
Yeah. The Dream Demon. He is there. He is there for sure.
True. Good luck getting him out of there. Good luck.
I'm curious to see where everybody's going with. I mean, I'm going with Freddy because it's Freddy. And I kind of have to, in my mind, it's just like I look at Freddy Krueger as a kid and it was just like, yeah, like that definitely, made me feel a certain type of way as a kid. And that's just due to my connection. Not that, it is a better character per se, but I have to go with, that's the one sticking out to me.
If someone tells me, hey Matt, can you set this room up like it's a 12-year-old boy's room in the 80s? The first things I'm putting up is a picture of Freddy Krueger and Hulk Hogan. Like, I'll start from there and I'll go on. But like, he just was the 80s, man. He really was the face of horror in the 80s. Everyone knew Freddy Krueger, and they still do today. So Bagul and Sinisters, they're just kind of okay for me. I like one and I like two. But I just like them. I don't love them. We're not talking the movie. Okay, here I go again.
It's hard, man. We're not used to doing this.
No, we're not. So okay, but look wise and who Freddy is as a character still blows him away. The look, his one-liners, everything about how Robert portrayed Freddy Krueger was pretty much, it was fantastic. That role was made for him, and he killed it.
He did.
So Freddy.
Yeah. Mine's a lot to do with nostalgia. You know what I mean? And like you said, like you look at Sinister. Dude, how freaked out were you the first time you saw that movie? Like, I was a little uneasy after I saw the first one. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting it. I think that's because that movie came out of nowhere for me. Like, it wasn't something that was just like, hey, did you see this preview? Did you see this preview? No, that was a go to the theater and watch this movie called Sinister. So I really enjoy Sinister. Like, that's, I do. I own 1 and 2. I like 1 better than 2. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see where the chat's at. We will give the poll another minute, and we will pull that down.
And I wanted to talk with you on that, Michael, but I had to be honest too. I honestly don't remember my initial reaction watching Sinister for the first time, and I don't know why.
Sinister was kind of like a breath of fresh air for me, because it wasn't a particular. I don't remember seeing a good horror movie for a little while. Not to say it had been forever when that came out, but I was thinking it was going to be more the same. This is going to be more of this and this, and I was really surprised, really surprised when it came out. And I
agree with all that.
Oh my god, man! Like the ending of that made me feel super uneasy. Like it did. Like I'm not even lying about that. Like that's it was just like, wow, man, like hell yeah, they did it. They freaking did it with this one. And I was ready for, the next one. Let's see, James saying this one was like an F-22 versus a MiG-15. All right. Russell said, I like Sinister. Hell yeah. Michelle saying Sinister scared me so much, and I don't scare hardly at all. Okay, so it wasn't just me that felt a little uneasy when that was over. Said so did Insidious. Hell yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but like Michelle, I do the same thing. Like if I don't know if I talk about Sinister, I kind of relate the two, and I don't really know why, because they are two different movies. But I do. When I think of Sinister, I think of Insidious, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What that is about. Maybe they're both kind of like the same type of creepy value. That like the ending of Insidious, it was killer too, with the camera and everything. It was like, oh man, that was super badass. I know. See, I don't remember the ending of Sinister. It's been a minute, man.
Dude, check that out again if you haven't seen it.
It's been
in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely one. Jerry throws a $2 super chat saying hi. What's up, Jerry? Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Hi.
Yeah,
hello, Jerry. Swear to God, I need a Newman in here so bad. Yeah, Lydia said that sound guy knew what he was doing. Hell yeah, dude. I watched Sinister probably, I'd say like within the last 6 months. I've watched Sinister. I got that. I own that on Blu-ray 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, and I was just like, wow, man. Like, I was a lot like you. Like when I rewatched it, I was like, man, it's been a minute since I've seen this, and it still holds up, man, for sure. Let's see.
And it's 2 where the guy comes around the girl and they kind of like start a little bit of a relationship, and she's got a couple boys. Is that the sequel?
I believe so. I haven't seen that one as recent as I've seen the OG.
Yeah, I'll see if Lydia's down for a little marathon there.
Oh yeah, totally worth it.
Mini-thon.
It's making me want to watch 2 right now. Like seriously. All right, the next poll is up. We have Reverend Kane versus Pennywise. I have a feeling I know where this one's going.
I didn't know Pennywise was in here. Holy shit.
Pennywise has made it.
What show have I been on?
Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat as well saying, hey, everybody. Sorry I'm late. What's up, Jeff? Hope you're having a great Friday, buddy. Sarah Campbell is saying Sinister has a creepy vibe that it maintains throughout the whole film. I find Insidious goes up and down. Yeah, Sinister's Sinister, man. Like it is definitely gives you those.
What do you like better between Sinister and Insidious? Can you answer that off the
Me?
top?
Yes, I can. If we're looking at OGs, I think Insidious. Oh, no, I can't even say that. This is tough for me, but I'm definitely gonna go Sinister, just because it made me feel a certain way when I watched it. Insidious is good. Love Patrick Wilson. I love what they did there. Love the lipstick demon. But to me, it seemed like Sinister. It just hit on a different level, man. Like it just. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like it hit my feelings more than Insidious did. Like when it was over, I turned it off. I'm like, Jesus. Like you gotta be freaking kidding me. So yeah, Sinister is definitely so Pennywise versus Reverend Kane.
Oh, Tom. I know you're not in here, buddy, but
this is a tough one, bro.
I think you're in trouble, brother.
I agree. But dude, Reverend Kane scared the living hell out of me as a kid. Watching Poltergeist 2, it literally that let me in. When he's at the door, scared the crap out of me as a kid. I mean, literally just scared me to death. I am voting Pennywise though, but I definitely want to talk about Reverend Kane. Like he is no pushover, dude. That guy was in the process of passing away when I believe he had cancer. The live chat can correct me if I am wrong, but he was just a nightmare for me, man. Like I would see him in my dreams as a little kid. Like that movie scared me all because of him. Poltergeist 2, dude. That's whoo-wee. Reverend Kane scared the hell out of me. But I am going Pennywise.
Well said. Well said. Man, I'll tell you what though, if I'm being completely honest to the chat, I believe I've seen Poltergeist 2 way back in the day. I know you lent me a copy, Michael. I know it's on the tip of your tongue. You're about to say it.
I was gonna let it go, man. It's been 6 months. I was gonna let it go.
I'm gonna get to it.
I was gonna say I think you got a copy of it somewhere.
Well, and I got after talking about it now with Tom, and I'm gonna check it out, man. I need to check it out. But being real, I don't remember enough to even fully have a vote, but I highly, highly, highly doubt. Yeah. And I'm sure he's creepy and all that good stuff. Hell, the pictures I've seen of him are creepy.
Dude, when he just looks at that door and he's like, "Let me in," like that burned in my brain as a kid. Like I'll never forget the way that I saw it.
That's exactly what Tom brought up today too, where he's like banging on that's exactly what he brought up. But dude, the character of Pennywise, come on. I can go on and on and on about what makes Pennywise so fantastic, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say love Pennywise. He's a very the character has depth for days, and looks absolutely fantastic, talks fantastic. Right. I think both gentlemen, and I'm talking about Bill Skarsgård and Tim Curry, I think they both absolutely killed the role
in different ways too.
In different ways, made it their own. So I would say Pennywise is
moving on. Jeff is saying Friday. Don't you mean Sunday? Jeff, if I said Friday, I apologize. It sounds like something I would do. I mean, it fits, what I do. But yes, I did mean Sunday. If I said Friday, it sounds like me. I probably said Friday. But yes, I hope you're having a great Sunday. Lots of Pennywise in here, for sure.
I love it, Melissa.
Going to Pennywise. Oh, Melissa, yeah, you should check that one out. Let's see. What would be great? A matchup: Jeepers Creepers versus Jason. Oh, that would be up. I think Jason will smash him. Then again, I'm a super fan. You talking about in a fight? Like, is that what we're talking about? Lydia saying, yeah, I definitely like Sinister more than Insidious. Yeah. Yeah. Michelle said, I see Reverend Kane walking the streets daily. That's a nightmare for me. That's like childhood trauma right there.
It does sound like a nightmare. And for the longest time, because, one, I don't even remember seeing Poltergeist 2 and then not being the biggest Phantasm fan. For the longest time, I thought the tall man was Reverend Kane and like vice versa. I got them two mixed up.
Really?
Yeah. Now is Reverend Kane fairly tall too? Because he looks tall.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
As much as you can tell on a TV screen. You know what I mean? Like that's
right.
As much
I just got them two. I got them two mixed up.
Jeff said Kaylee isn't on, but she said to tell everyone hi. Hi, Kaylee.
Hello, Kaylee.
I hope you're doing well, Kaylee. On this fine Sunday, I hope you're doing well.
That's very true, Michelle. Very true. From the first Poltergeist.
Yeah. Carol Ann. Yeah. I freak, dude. I haven't talked about Reverend Kane in a minute. Like seriously. But Pennywise did smash him, unfortunately. He is moving on. So let me go ahead and
I'm glad Tom was able to bring him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Because man, he was not gonna let me come on here and not mention that. He must have said it 5 times today. That was his jam. It's so cool when you you've seen it, Michael, when someone's so passionate about a certain movie or character, because we all feel that way about certain things. It's like, don't you dare talk about this and not bring up my boy. It's just cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. I'll catch up there. The next poll is up. We are looking at Malphus, the Annabelle demon, versus the demon from Emily Rose. I'm going with Annabelle, so I'm going to let you talk on this one because I know that this is freaking hard.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's as hard. I'm not going to make it as hard as I could because, we're not talking film, man, and that helps. That helps a lot. Love both films, and they're very different films. Now, but when you're talking character, I'm going Malphus. I am going Malphus, Michael. That demon that is inside of Annabelle is nasty. Is just filled with hate, and powerful. I go back to when the man's holding the cross up to Malphus, and he just snaps all his fingers off and just drops him right there. Like, that is a powerful demon. And I love when you get the little glimpses of his true form,
like behind the doll in certain scenes.
Dude, it's so well done. It's so well done. Malphus for me, man. And that's not a knock on the Emily Rose. And if we were talking films, I'd have a much harder time there. Because yes, I do absolutely love The Exorcism of Emily Rose. For sure.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, dude. There's so much more, I think, with Annabelle. Like, you get a lot more to choose from. There's 3 Annabelle movies. So, you definitely get more to choose from.
Right.
And dude, like, looking at, I just, like, you talk about Annabelle, you know what I mean? And I just get all these flashes in my mind of all the jacked up things that doll has done. I think about the thing that you said with the fingers flipping back. That's the first thing I think of, with the fingers breaking off the cross. I think of the priest that gets ejected from the freaking church, when he's walking the doll in. There's so many things, man. And as much as I think the first Annabelle movie is okay, but there are moments in that movie that are just freaking, like, heart stop. Like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that just happened.
How about this one? You remember when Annabelle comes home and she's just getting ready to put the doll back and he slams the door before she can put the doll in? Do you remember that when Malphus slammed? Yeah, that's badass too.
Yep. Hell yeah. And I know it's not, the same demon, but when you talk about, one of the demons that wasn't on the list was Bathsheba from the first Conjuring. And Lydia brought that up, said, dude, the demon lady on top of the wardrobe in The Conjuring had me tweaking way after I watched the movie. The first time I saw that movie, that freaked me the hell out. Like, because I wasn't expecting it. The Conjuring, the original Conjuring, see it for the first time, dude, it was just going up a hill. Like, it was just more and more and more and more. And you didn't really see that in those types of movies at that time, because it was always like, we got a scary part, we got a down part, we got a scary part, we got a down part. And it just felt like once The Conjuring hit, it was just event after event after event that was jacked up. Yeah, I absolutely love that movie. It's in my top 5 horror movies of all time.
I put that Bathsheba jump scare. It's one of the best in a very long time.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the best in a very long time. You were just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
I was not ready for it. I
might be doing this, Michael. And I know you're probably not going to want to look at it too often, but in my, you've been in my basement.
Yeah.
I've got a side room here. I don't think you've really seen, but it's got one of those dressers you know, just like in The Conjuring. And a bus guy that I work with that does some stuff for the shop and stuff makes a life-size Bathsheba. And I'm thinking about getting her and putting her ass up there, man. It would look so killer. So I'll keep you posted, or I'll just have you go get a beer out of that side room and flip that light on.
That'll just be fantastic. Speak of the devil, Matt. Herbert West Understudies has entered the chat, and he said, "Hello, everyone. Late to the game, but I'm here." What's
Dude,
up, man?
Tom, what is up? Michael gave a bunch of love to your boy Reverend Kane that I wasn't able to do, but he was mentioned. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Reverend Kane was scary.
Michael loves him. I'll tell you that.
So Annabelle moves on 64 to 35%, and we have moved on to the next one. We have the lipstick demon from Insidious versus Deadite Ellie from Evil Dead Rise. Whew.
Okay.
Whew.
Easy for me.
It is for me too. I just watched this movie the other night, Evil Dead Rise. It had been, a minute since I've seen it, and still, dude, it's on par. Like, I enjoy Evil Dead Rise,
and it's got good rewatchability.
It does. It really does. But the lipstick demon from Insidious, like, I gotta go. I gotta go with the lipstick demon, for sure. But let me just say this. I like talking more about the one that I didn't pick for the simple fact that I didn't pick it. Like I know that I do that. But
I like that you do that, actually.
With Evil Dead Rise, man, I mean, there were certain things in it that, it was just like, okay. And I talked to you about it the other day. I think it was yesterday when I talked to you. I said that I had watched it like last week or so. And that part, man, where at the very beginning, where she rips the scalp off that girl's hair, you don't ever hear me yell like that at a screen. Like, oh my God. Like, that's like not as bad as an Achilles cut, but it's bad for me. Like, just to see her walk out on that dock like that, like, oh man, that was rough. Like, that was a rough scene. The demon comes out of the water like it's on the freaking Karate Kid and the crane pose and everything. And it's just like, I love how they bring up the Evil Dead behind it, like on the horizon. Yeah, man, I enjoy Evil Dead Rise, but the Deadite itself, I feel like it's just, I got to go with the lipstick.
My dad's reaction to that scalping Michael was pretty comical to why he felt the same way. He just got a big, because it's got the sound with it. It's pretty gnarly, man.
And yet the lead up to it as well, where she's sitting there reading the book, and then all of a sudden the demon's sitting there reading the book for her. But oh God, man, like that was
she hung around much longer than I would have.
No kidding, man. Like she had to go over once she fell on the ground and stand over. Like, come on, man. Like that's horror etiquette 101. Like it's time to bail and get somebody. Like,
I love you, Michael, but you start talking in tongues and reading demon scriptures, buddy.
Go.
Peacing out.
You gotta go. I probably would literally break through for half a second. Like, why are you still here? You know what I mean? Before I'm just like, what are you doing? We talk about this stuff every week. Like, why are you still here? Yeah, I get it, man. Which way did you go with this one?
But, once I'm a town away, I'll at least text you and check on you.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
I'm sure I'll answer.
I am lipstick demon, man, all day long. I enjoy the movie. We're not talking movies, and even as a Deadite, Ellie, is that her name, Ellie?
Yeah.
Okay. She does a fantastic job. She looks cool and everything, but damn it, man, I love the lipstick demon. The scene. What I think about most is when he's in that room sharpening his nails. And that old record playing, I love that scene. And when he jumps down and the hooves come after you and all that stuff, just absolutely love Lipstick Demon. So it's on another level for me, man. So.
Oh yeah, dude. And that scene that you're talking about, like it added so much to that scene when Patrick Wilson is trying to sneak through there and he sees, that happening. Like, it's not just a matter of, him doing that. It's the tension that's built as he's trying to sneak through there, because you're sitting there like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and it's just, yeah.
And it's
Great
a scene
scene.
that says, like, before he even looks at him, when he's sharpening the nails, that scene to me says, he knows you're there. He knows you're there. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. And then once it pans away, then you're like, it's just a matter of time. But when is he coming? And it's so great. And when he looks from afar away and he's looking at, looking out the glass at him and everything. And, oh, dude. Yeah. How do you guys pick? You guys picked the other movie over Insidious. Blast me. Go ahead.
Dude, I'll tell you what, like, I get it, like with Evil Dead Rise, they do. But all right, so here's what we got going on. All right, so we are tied at 14 votes. It's been up there for 5 minutes. We are tied 50-50. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll or I will say this, I'll give you 30 more seconds. If you have not voted, please throw your vote in the chat. Matt, you and I are both on the same page for this one, so we would break this tie for this movie.
Oh, we're at a tie right now?
We are at a 50-50 tie right now.
Wow.
So if you haven't cast your vote, please cast your vote. I'll give it about another 15 seconds.
Going far.
Yeah.
Far. Michael, I'm going to take a quick restroom break and refresh my tea over here, buddy.
All right.
Be right back, you guys.
All right. Bring it down for a second. So the poll has ended at a 50-50 tie, but since Matt and I both agreed on the lipstick demon, I am going to put the lipstick demon wins 51-49. So it will, that's the first time we've had a tiebreaker in a minute. Then again, it's the first time we've agreed in a minute too. So that actually worked out. Like, seriously, we actually brought some value. To this bracket tournament. Usually you guys have the say in everything. We finally had a say, and our say was the lipstick demon. Sorry for whoever didn't get that. Oh, I feel like this is going to be bad. This is going to be a bad one. So let me go ahead and put this up here. Who wins? We have Long Legs versus Valak the Nun. And the poll is up. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are voting here. I see a lot of claps and LOLs. That we brought value? We brought value to the bracket tournament? Is that what everybody's laughing at? It's like, we're going to vote on it. Otherwise, these two assholes can just sit up here and talk shit. Just hurry up and end the poll. Let's hurry up and end the poll. For this one, for me, so I really don't have a dog in the fight for this one, unfortunately. But I am going to go with Valak. I do love Valak. Of course, my vote won't count if it comes down to a tiebreaker. But despite what I say about the Nun movies themselves, the character alone of Valak is just freaking awesome to me. Most of all, I relate, the amount of love I have for this character and its portrayal, and Bonnie Aaron's portrayal of Valak is in The Conjuring 2. Like, that's mainly, like, don't get me wrong, there's some cool scenes with the nun in the movies The Nun, but a lot of the cool stuff that I relate with Valak, the things that, not that I relate with her, but that I, that make me enjoy this character so much, comes from The Conjuring 2. That whole sequence scene where she is standing at the end of the hallway and Vera Farmiga's character is walking up with her daughter, and her daughter's like, "Who's that?" And Valak's just standing there, walks into that room, and you go through that whole sequence where the music's playing, and it's just, you get the shadow that comes across, the wall, and you're just like, oh my God, like, I know that shadow, and it comes behind the painting, and the painting comes rushing forward. That's the one that gets me the most with Valak. That's probably one of my favorite Valak scenes. It's just so freaking good.
You guys
Matt,
talking Valak without me.
yes. So I was talking about what I like about Valak. We have Valak going up against Long Legs right now. So
Okay.
that's kind of where we're at with this. I couldn't really speak on Long Legs too much. All I could say was why I like Valak, the character. Again,
Yeah.
not so much the Nun movies, but Valak, the character. Hell yeah. Hell
I'm
fucking yeah.
very I'm excited to see to hear what you have to say about Long Legs once you guys check that out.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Um,
I'll let you know.
but so where's the chat at with this so far?
So far the poll has 11 votes in it right now, and Valak is winning 82-18. So that's where we're at. I'm not gonna let this one hang around too long for the simple fact that we do have a blowout here. But yeah. I think that Valak, from a character standpoint, is a real heavy hitter in this bracket tournament. Like, I will be surprised. Like, I have a feeling that Valak's going to make it pretty far today, if I had to guess. From the outside looking in, for sure. I know that I'm guessing you're going with Valak on this one. Where are you at with this?
I am absolutely going Valak. We still have Pinhead in there as well, correct?
I do believe Pinhead is still there. Yes,
Pinhead's still in there. Yeah. Love Valak. Half of my basement is Valak. Just big Valak fan here.
That's it. That's what I got.
Yep, that's what I got, man. Yes, Valak all day. Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll because it is mostly a blowout. We got 82 for Valak to 18 for Long Legs. I'm going to go ahead and submit that, and we are moving on. And speaking of Pinhead, he is in the next one where Pinhead don't want to hit Q&A. Who wins? We have Pinhead versus the Jackal from 13 Ghosts, and the poll is live. Let's go ahead.
Sorry, Lydia.
We will see.
Pinhead versus the Jackal.
Yeah. Sarah, your pick.
And some of them, it's like, they almost don't get a fair shake. Like when you're saying, one movie compared to a giant franchise, and 2.5 minutes of screen time as opposed to, but I'm Pinhead all day here, and I love Jackal. I believe we're getting some type of 13 Ghost series, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds familiar to me, but I can't really speak on it.
And yeah, and that's what I just say. I believe. I'm not saying this is what's happening. You guys know I'm not the guy to come get your news from. But if that is correct, very cool. Very cool. Since that movie ended, I've just always wanted a little more about each. I've wanted a little more from each ghost,
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll get that.
Paula's saying I followed Matt on Facebook. Thank you, Paula.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Let's see. Trying to get through these here. Jacob said we'll rip your soul apart.
All the support you can get in the horror community is I feel I'm so grateful for it, and it's amazing. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, man.
Just like the amazing group in here, and what I've felt over the years, with the booth and everything. There's not a community, guys, like the horror community. I just gotta say it, man. Like, there's not.
Oh yeah, man.
I'll put us up against anybody.
Yeah, like it's Pinhead for me. You know, like don't don't get me wrong. 13 Ghosts was fun, but it's just Pinhead's on another
Well,
level for
and
me.
we know so limited about the Jackal.
Yeah.
You know.
I know,
Um,
one thing too, and I'll tell you something that really helped out 13 Ghosts. And I'm not saying it was the reason that so many people like it, but I think that it really helped that movie was that Matthew Lillard was in that movie. You know, a lot of people really like Matthew Lillard. Um, but it was a good movie. You know, Shannon Elizabeth's in it. We talked a little bit about that earlier in the chat. And it's fun, dude. Like it was unique. It was, different from what we were normally seeing. And characters like the Jackal, dude, were some of the reasons why that was so cool.
Michael, and you really couldn't have said that better because it's not fantastic. It's not fantastic. I'm a
Mm.
big 13 Ghost fan, but you know what I'm saying? But it's just good. It's got rewatchability. Like you said, I think Matthew Lillard helps. The ghosts are cool. It's got its flaws, and uh, I think it goes high up for me with the rewatchability. Being fun, having the different ghosts and stuff like that, the different visuals and things like that.
Yeah. Hell
But I
yeah.
don't think it's a masterpiece by any means.
I gotcha. But I am going to go ahead and end the poll because it is 73 to 27. So I will end that where Pinhead will move on. I will submit that score there. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. We'll go ahead and start the poll.
Very interesting, man. It's very interesting. It's a headache, is what that is.
Is it?
A little bit. Little bit.
We have Pazuzu versus Freddy. I'm just going to put Freddy K. If you don't know.
Gosh, because we're not talking the movie, man.
No, we are talking. We are talking the characters. The character.
Forget that, everyone. I said at the beginning, I'll remind you, everybody, and that's like the first time I've said it. We're not talking the movie.
Right. We're not talking the movie. While you're working that out, I'm just going to, speak my mind. I am definitely going with Freddy for this one. Again, all the things I said the last time Freddy was in the bracket and I voted for him, I'm bringing that over, from the last round to this round. Freddy, to me, more of an impression. Watching The Exorcist, I've told this story multiple times. I saw it, for the first time way too young. Definitely made me uneasy. Did rewatch it probably about a year ago when we did the 70s stream. Almost a year ago when we put all the 70s movies in the bracket. But Freddy, to me, it meant more. You know what I mean? There was just more to it than that. So I definitely have to go Freddy for this one. And yeah, that's the one I'm going. You still working it out?
Yeah, I am.
It's like
I'm gonna ever so slightly go with you and go with Freddy. Just a little too much there. He's just got a little too much there. Now I love the original night, and even movie standpoints. Like if you talk Exorcist and original Nightmare, I would pick the Exorcist, but the original Nightmare wouldn't be too far behind it. I will say that when it's just down to character, there's just Freddy's just got too much going for him. With the charisma, the depth, and he's got that charisma, but he also can be terrifying. That's very rare to see in a villain. Get you in his dreams, very unique. So I'm gonna give Freddy the slight edge.
Oh yeah, man. So we'll leave this up for just another minute or so. We are, well, about another 30 seconds because there is a good distance between the two. With Pazuzu being, the Exorcist and it being a big name, I want to make sure because there's still a couple people that haven't voted. And
Where are we right now?
we're at 62 to 38%. So I'm trying to do the math in my
In
head.
favor of Fred?
Yes. Well, now we have another vote. And yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pull it because we have hit almost the 4-minute mark with this one. And Freddie is going to move on 62 to 38. Oh, this should be fun. This should be fun. Who wins? Pennywise versus Annabelle.
So Freddie took that over.
Yeah. Freddie did the damn thing for that one.
And we've went to Pennywise and Malthus.
Yep.
Okay.
That is where we're at.
I'll let you take that away, man.
All right, dude. I got to go with Pennywise. But let me tell you this. Annabelle, all those things I was saying, how great of a character this is. It doesn't compare to Pennywise. I feel like Pennywise has this, I don't know. Looking at Tim Curry's version as a kid, the reason why I didn't like clowns as a kid, had to do with this. Actually was because of this. And I've said that before. Pennywise to me just I'm looking at this like if I had to get rid of one or the other, for these characters, the one that, myself is telling me that I would want to keep the most is Pennywise. I feel like if Annabelle went away, and let's say Annabelle left the Conjuring franchise forever, you would still have a solid, group in there to where they can move forward. If Pennywise left it'd be done. Like there would be no more it. And I feel like I would want to keep it around. So I got to go with Pennywise for sure. Like his, I always bring this up, Matt, in in the area with the clothes that are the sheets that are hanging over, that look on his face, man, that is the image that burned into my brain when I was younger. That no more smile, just that look that Tim Curry had on his face. And yeah, man, that's the reason. That is,
he was more terrifying with no expression. Like he could growl all day, show teeth, that's all great. But yeah, when he did that Tim Curry just, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So there were two movies that have been my favorites to come out, where they're bringing back something I loved, from my childhood. There's two that are just, leaps and bounds above everything else. And the first one was when it was announced Rob Zombie was making Halloween. I don't know if I'll ever really have a feeling like that again with a movie. But what comes as close to that was when I found out that they're bringing back Pennywise and making it. That's just how much I love these films, as a kid. And for me, both of the films did not disappoint. And like how we touched on a little bit, Tim Curry and Skarsgård could not have played Pennywise more differently, but we both, I feel like, we both enjoyed their takes on the character. And there's just too much depth with Pennywise, too much nostalgia, and yeah, he terrified me in the original as well as a kid. But yeah, go with my heart on that one. I love Malphus, but it's Pennywise for me as well, buddy.
And it looks like the chat is agreeing with you. And I'm glad I'm not the only one for this. Like seriously, like Pennywise brought that, yeah, nope. Still to this day, you always look sideways at a clown. Let's see. So Pennywise is going to move on 86-14. So that poll will be closed. And
it's going to be getting nasty in here.
It is going to be getting nasty. This is a good one, but I feel like it might go the same way. So we have, let's see, first I got to take this. We have Lipstick Demon versus Valak. The Nun. And the poll is up. Okay, Matt, it's your turn on this one, buddy. I kind of have a feeling that I know where you're going to go with this.
Yeah, you do. You do. And as much as I love, and I've been talking, I feel like a lot about Lipstick Demon. It's got to go, in my opinion. And I'll say back to, when I just so thoroughly enjoy the look of a great villain in a horror movie, all around. I've just always been, when I'm watching Batman, I'm more focused on the Joker. Just love villains, man. And Valak's look and demeanor is the best, in my opinion, that's come out, look wise, since our classic, Freddy's and Michaels and stuff like that, guys, and Pinhead. Right. So going with Valak.
Yeah, man. I agree 100%. I love what you said about that, dude, because the look is one of the biggest things with Valak. And I'm usually one that's more into story. But again, like I was saying when you were in the restroom, dude, the Conjuring 2 was what really brought Valak out for me. You know what I mean?
And that's her best film.
Dude, it's just like there's just so many moments in that. The only thing that bugs me is how Valak is defeated each time. It's just like, couldn't it be something better? You know what I mean? But that's not any fault to the character. That's story driven. And we're not talking about that today. But the flat out look and the what's the word I'm looking for? Because
her smile.
Oh yeah.
Her like
that's something else.
That grit.
Not to mention, if you talk about the first Conjurings, the second Conjuring movie, when they're in Amityville. I can't even say it. I can't even say it tonight.
Amityville.
Amityville, right? They're in Amityville, and she's downstairs in the basement, and she's having that vision thing, and you kind of see that little smile, and she points her finger over. Dude, that whole sequence to me, first time seeing Valak for me, I'm like, holy shit, what the hell is this? Dude, it's a wrap from right there. Look, killing it. 100% killing it, dude. Valak is the one. Don't get me wrong. I love Darth Maul Part 2. And yes, I will blast Lipstick Demon for looking like Darth Maul from Star Wars because he does. If you don't agree with me, go look at a picture of Darth Maul and tell me I'm lying. I do enjoy, the Lipstick Demon. But when it comes to Valak, that's another level for me. And I got to go with Valak.
Darth Maul, I don't know a thing about, but I love his look. I do love how he looks. I think he looks very cool.
Darth Maul was like way cooler though, because he has a dual-bladed lightsaber. So, like Ray Park killed it. Is fucking Darth Maul, dude. Like seriously, he freaking killed it. This poll is kind of going the direction I thought it would. We almost have as many votes as we have people in the chat. So we will be able to pull this here shortly. I'm gonna actually go ahead and pull it now, because what's left and who haven't voted isn't enough to sway the difference any. Valak will be moving on at 80% to 20%. I knew Valak was going to do some damage. Not saying Valak's going to win, but she's definitely doing some damage in here for sure. Oh, that's the end of that row. I got to make this a little smaller for a second so I could see what this is shaping out to be here. Ooh. This is going to be fun. I kind of have a feeling I know where it's going to go. Let's see. Start the blow. Who wins? Who wins? We have Pinhead versus Freddy. And the poll has begun. I just saw a Pinhead shoot like right up there, right? And for some reason, I'm like, Jerry was quick as hell to hit that Pinhead button. Like that's literally the thought that went through my head. This is a tough one. I'm curious to see where everybody goes with this one, but for me, it's a little easy. But I'll let you go with. Did I start with the last one or did you?
I can't remember. I'm happy to kick it off.
Sure.
I'm going Pinhead, and I'll be short and simple with this. My reasoning, is pretty short and simple. It would have been closer if the character of Freddy Krueger stayed more raw and terrifying like he was in the original. It would be much, much closer, and I could possibly see Freddy taking it. Pinhead, however, stayed true to who he was. Never, kind of really ventured. What you get with Pinhead is what you get. I love Freddy Krueger. But I've said it 100 times. By the time he's flying on broomsticks and all that stuff, is just a bit much for me. And I kind of lost that, love of him being so terrifying like he was in the original, and even like part 2. So due to that simple fact there, I'm gonna go Pinhead.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
That would surprise you on that one?
It did.
Okay.
I thought you were going to talk about being the icon and stuff. It kind of went in a different direction, man. That's good, dude. That's freaking awesome.
He is an icon, for sure.
Dude, love it. Hell yeah, dude. Unfortunately, I will disagree with you, so we will not be breaking any ties tonight. Again, talking about Freddy for me as a young buck. I honestly believe I can't tell you. A lot of times I could tell you when the first time I saw a movie was. Honestly, I can't tell you when the first time I saw Hellraiser was. I literally can't. So, yeah, I honestly have no idea the first time I saw Hellraiser. I think that Freddy was just more left more of an impression on me. Maybe I didn't see Hellraiser until I was in my teens. It could have been that, and that's why he did it. But to me, I feel like there's more to Freddy. Granted, Freddy didn't have the greatest movies past a certain level, past a certain number. But then again, neither did Hellraiser. You know what I mean? Like Pinhead became less significant in some of the other ones, which, dude, it happens. But Freddy, although being involved, in all of them and fully, you just didn't like what he became. So I got to give the edge to Freddy for this one, man. He was the boogeyman of my nightmares when I was a little kid. So I got to give him that. Plus I feel like he's just a more fleshed out character. Now, if they were to fight, that's a different story. I don't know if Freddy's beating Pinhead, in a fight, but I'm going to go with Freddy on this one. Let's see where the chat is with this one for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Melissa.
Oh shit. So it looks like we have all the votes in the chat. That is what I'm talking about. And Freddy is moving on 62 to 38. I would love to see what that would be on a wider scale. If you were to ask 1,000 people, the answer to that question, I would love to see, some of the comments with that. I may post that one up there on the I may do that. It's been a while since I've thrown out a
You mean with the Freddy Pinhead one?
Yeah. I don't think I put those two together yet. And I used to do those matchups, but I would send them out there as who would win in a fight. Maybe I should put some out there who are the better character or something along those lines, because I'd like to see it on a wider scale. I'd definitely like to see it on a wider scale.
Winning a fight with villains is always fun to get into. That's a fun discussion.
Yeah, that is, dude. But it comes down to what ifs with those, and it's so much fun, dude. It is so much. Let's see.
I do it with animals all the time that would never really come in contact.
Speaking of which, dude, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but speaking of which, when you were talking about freaking animals, and you and I had that tiger grizzly bear debate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and change and go with the grizzly, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why. After.
Really?
I am. I am gonna definitely change my tone on that one. But yeah, and I'll tell you after the show. I'm not gonna hold up the horror bracket with look at the sheer size of a grizzly.
Bringing in the liger and
we're not gonna do that. But dude, this is Pennywise versus Valak.
Oh gosh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Damn.
This is tough. I need to think. This is the first one that's made me sit back and be like, you know what? I need to think about this one for a minute, because I do. I love Valak, dude, but yet at the same time, all the things I said about Pennywise from before. And I don't want to bring in.
I'm going Pennywise.
Okay. All right.
I'm going Pennywise, and it's ever so slightly. And if I could simplify, I'd say he has more depth to his character.
There is a little more with Pennywise, which I'm really looking forward to kind of seeing in the new Max special.
Love both looks. I mean, I've got Pennywise right next to me, right there. Love both looks, man.
Dude, I think I got to go Valak. I think I do.
Oh man, I feel
do.
like I should have been the one going for Valak.
I do. I think
really?
I gotta go Valak. Yeah.
Tell me why.
So I'm holding the two characters right now, dude, and Valak's looking shinier to me. These two characters are freaking dope. Both of them. You know what I mean? Valak, on the other hand, is just something like, oh my God, dude. Like, this is tough, man. This is tough. And you're wanting me to give you a definite reason why. Like that's the hardest part. It's like tomorrow I could be like, I think Pennywise might edge this one out. I'm kind of in that Jaws alien situation I was in last week.
I'm not super comfortable the more you talk with my answer. Like,
it's like that's where I'm at. You remember the whole problem I had with trying to think of which movie was better, Jaws or Alien last week?
Yes.
This is where I'm at for this bracket right now. This is that spot. Dude, I'm going with Valak the Nun. Maybe because it scares me more. Like if I had to be, in a situation where if I saw both of them, I would probably run further from Valak than I would Pennywise. Like, dude, it's hard. Like I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to find a piece of fruit to hand to you to say, here, this is why.
I'm sprinting from both them maniacs, man. Damn.
But it's just like, dude, there's just I want to say the look, but they both have a great look. They both do, man. They're just different. The creator of the current Pennywise
like, as far as creating his look, like, man or woman, I just want to kiss this person. It was just so good. It was so well done. And to go so different, was risky, because how we can be as critics, when something comes out looking so different than what we're used to. But I don't know if anybody that's like, oh God, he looked like shit in that new one, it's like, dude, no. That like old style, almost like Victorian outfit, gosh.
And two, it makes me think too, like, you're not gonna beat Valak by standing there with your hands on your hips, like, I'm not scared of you. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
Valak's gonna be like, oh, for real? All right.
Who's got the blood of Christ handy,
I got something for your ass. Like, seriously.
That's cool. Where's the chat at with this one?
The chat right now is 67% Pennywise to 33% Valak. So it does look like Valak's not gonna make it, unfortunately, because all the votes are in. But man, this was tough, brother. This one was a freaking tough one.
That's well said, T-Bone. And a lot of people, Michael, have read the book, which I'm jealous of hell of that, because I just bet that it's got to be an incredible book to read, as Stephen King's It, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, I have not read the book either. Let me go ahead and pull this out a little more because we are in the finals, my friend. We are in the freaking finals. And this looks about right. So, final round. Who wins?
I would have thought, I don't know. I thought maybe at first I thought we might see Reagan, but then I realized, it's more character. I thought possibly we would have seen Pinhead get to this, but here we are.
Yeah,
Pennywise and Freddy. It's fairly easy for me on this one. It's fairly easy.
Yeah.
It's Penny.
Oh, I know. I know.
It's Penny for me. I've always said I wish they could like almost go back and scratch the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise after the first one and have somebody completely redo it, but just stay as dark as you possibly could. And I'd just love to see that happen. But we got what we got, and there's some good ones in there. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate it all after the first one, but
this is the finals too. I see a lot of people, conflicted in this, and it's just like, I get it, man. I'm conflicted too, because here's the thing that got me through a lot of this, right? Here's the thing that got me through was I talked about Freddy moving on because of how it made me feel as a kid. Well, Pennywise did the same shit. Pennywise scared the hell out of me. So it's just like, okay, I'm trying to break it down in other ways. Like, I have to take away that he's a slasher icon. I love slashers. I get it. You know what I mean? But, oh, dude, I might surprise you here. I'm going to go Pennywise. I'm going to go Pennywise, and I'm going to say it now so I don't change it later.
I think I agree with you 110%.
I am gonna go Pennywise, but the people I wanted to win have been out. They've been gone.
I get your frustration, Michael. What it is about Freddy? It's hard to get past. It's hard to get past one, just how iconic the character is, and how still relevant he is today. Look what he's doing at these conventions and stuff. It's a hard thing to get past. I think. I'm not saying that's mainly what you're struggling on, but You know, he just carries a lot of weight with his, you know, with how
Yeah.
iconic. For one,
I agree.
you
I
know,
do
but I
agree.
think you made the right choice, my man.
He said you have made the right choice.
Yeah, for
Let's
sure, for
see.
sure.
Michelle asking, can I choose against my bracket choice?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, if it
did.
lets you challenge, yeah, if it lets you, of course.
No,
You
I
can.
mean, isn't she saying that she doesn't have to
the
go with
person. Okay,
her
okay, I
choice?
got you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you. All right. Yeah, like, well, we'll freaking leave this up here for a second here, and we'll see. But man, dude, another bracket down. Another freaking bracket down. Like we have, and we don't even know who the winner is yet, but it's just like doing these off brackets have been so much freaking fun because they really make you think. You know what I mean? They really make you
Absolutely.
get into them. Like when we did the vampire one, that was fun, dude. Like that was fun. Last week's was a blast. This one was fun again because we're putting all these things, together that you and I aren't used to discussing. And it seems like the chat, like seeing what everyone is saying, dude, it's so much freaking fun to do these. And I've already got an idea for doing one upcoming, and I'll let you know what that is.
Rom-coms?
After, of course. How'd you guess? How did you guess, dude? Sleepless in Seattle's my pick.
Hell yeah. I'm going with You've Got Mail.
Oh.
Killer,
Okay.
dude. Killer.
All right.
Gets me every time.
I got you. I got you.
Are we tied?
We're tied. We are tied. That's why it's the final, so I'm leaving it out there, for a little
break it.
A little extra time. So people can call their friends, tell them to come in and pick, because it is the finals, man. Like this is the end of the bracket. But while we're doing that, dude, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you getting excited about Waverly yet?
I am getting very excited about Waverly. It couldn't have come at a better time, Michael. Like, I don't say it too often, but when we all get ready for a little break from the norm, and I love checking out. Like, dude, I can have a good time if I see like I don't know, an old barn or something. I can go walk through it and just look and have a good time. I couldn't imagine how I'm going to feel at a place like Waverly. How old, how iconic, how supposedly haunted, this place is. Super excited, man. Looks like I'm going to meet a lot of people that I, haven't ever been able to put a face with a name yet. And I'm excited as hell about that.
I'll tell you what, dude, only me and you. It's like you don't, we don't ghost hunt, but we're going to ghost hunt in one of the most haunted places of America. Like, we don't start small. We're just like, we're putting a Pee-wee team in the Super Bowl here. Is what we're doing. And we're just going to see what happens. Like, let's just throw them in there and see what happens. And it's going to be so much fun because of that, man. I wonder if Waverly, and I've thought about this too, and there's no real way that I could, answer this question until after. Will Waverly make anywhere else I go seem like it's easy? You know what I mean?
Man, see, I feel like when you're talking the paranormal, man, I think it's all about timing. You could be in somewhere that, is supposedly, haunted, but not very active whatsoever. And, you have one of the scariest moments of your life in this little dinky place, or, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't look at it that way. I think Waverly's going to be awesome, but I don't think I think we can also have some very cool experiences after Waverly as well. If any of that made any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's are we gonna I'm gonna have fun regardless, but
Right.
are we gonna get all this all these paranormal vibes? Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And I plan to do because and this is Lydia and I almost went to Waverly. We were in the area for my daughter's volleyball tournament. We just couldn't get the timing right. But so it's something I've been wanting to do. We both have. I do have bad news. That something came up with my brother Ray and Karen, and they have to drop out.
Oh, okay.
But also, if they have a ticket available, if there is someone who was maybe wanting to go but didn't, have a ticket. So
Grab James, buddy. Grab James and bring the shape to Waverly.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. That would be fantastic.
Hell yeah.
We all love James, man.
He's like, oh no. He's like,
that's
don't
my boy. I don't know if Waverly's
even
his jam, but that's my boy. And then I'll say this while I'm thinking of it. A big supporter of Movies and Beyond, a supporter of Mad Matt's Mask is all you fine people in chat, and T-Bone, and he'll be rocking up at Frey's Pavilion next weekend, guys. So if you like your rock and a hell of a performance, yeah, check that out. I might be going to that, Michael.
when is it?
It's next weekend so it's like Kettering area.
And what day?
I believe it'll be. I have to get back with you on that, or T-Bone could let us know.
Next weekend's Waverly.
That's correct. That is correct.
He said it's August 16th. I see it in the chat.
That is correct. So T-Bone, I will not be able to make that, buddy. But I'm a jackass.
He said August 16th.
Oh, okay. So it's a couple weekends. I'm off, guys. I'm telling you, I need a break, guys. I'm telling you. Sorry about that. So the 16th, Frey's Pavilion. Is that where you're playing? But yeah, fun show, man. And dude gives it all.
It's definitely, dude, like, I am so excited about this fucking trip. Like, you have no freaking idea. Let's see.
We're gonna have fun, man. We're gonna have fun.
Like, I'm trying not to be excited because I feel like it's not close enough yet for me to be like, oh, like I must, like I because it makes it take longer. It makes it fucking take longer. And that's why I'm trying not to.
We got a lot to look forward to. I always love our times together at the cons that'll be coming up. Waverly's going to be killer. Michael, we're going to have our annual Halloween costume contest, creeping around. That's always a good time. So hell yeah. All right, come on. Where are we at here?
I just started typing it in a minute ago and it freaking changed again to 50-50.
Oh, really? Wow. We've never had one this damn close, even at the end.
I know.
That I can think of.
I know. And it's been up for freaking 11 minutes. Like, that's the thing. So we're going to go ahead and break this tie. We left it up there, dude, for way longer than freaking, anything else. So I went with Pennywise. You went with Pennywise, if I'm not mistaken. Still there?
Sorry. I was reading the chat. Yes, I am with Pennywise.
All right. So it looks like Pennywise is going to win this one.
Man.
51 to 49%.
Man, I should put a chart down here of all of our victors and our different categories, because That's pretty damn cool, man. That is pretty damn cool.
Hell yeah. So Pennywise, that's the first bracket tournament that Pennywise has won for Movies and Beyond.
That is freaking awesome because I am a huge Pennywise fan. And man, I was stoked when that got announced.
Yeah.
I was absolutely stoked when that got announced.
Dude, we broke a tie in the finals. That's crazy. That is freaking crazy.
I didn't know which way you were going to go for the longest time.
I knew you were going Pennywise. But
Let's hear it, guys, for our champion.
There it
He
is.
is in all his glory. Pennywise, the dancing clown. But, man, they just came up with such a cool idea for him. Like, I absolutely love it. And it looks so different from the original. And, you know, Skarsgård, if I'm not mistaken, we're hearing that he's going to come back, correct? For the dairy? Dude, that's awesome as well, man. And like I said, Michael, I think I talked about that. I wasn't, if he didn't, I wasn't going to let it disappoint me too much. Because like I said, that gives other people a chance to shine too, man. You know, I thought, what the hell, when they cast Heath Ledger as a Joker, it just didn't seem to fit at all with me. And look what he did.
Right.
So, but man, I can't be disappointed with Skarsgård. Was damn good, man. He was damn good.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude.
But
Dude,
this was fun.
This was a blast tonight, man. And I do see a lot of people talking in the chat about the tie and, you know, going back and forth. And it's so great how active you guys were in the chat tonight and all your votes. Freaking fantastic. And it's nice to see a new winner up here for us, man. Like, it's nice to see Pennywise get his flowers. You know what I mean? It's nice to see him reign supreme on a Movies and Beyond tournament bracket, for sure. Like, it's so freaking awesome.
Yes, it is.
And I do see James said, and the winner is Pennywise, and the crowd goes wild. That's what I'm talking about, man. But yes, I did see Sarah in the chat say, "Is this your last stream before Waverly?" Yes, it is. Yes, this is it. So there will be no Paranormal Friday this week. I will be at Waverly. There will be no Sunday stream. I will be at Waverly. And I'm sorry, but I just lost my whole train of thought. Wow. First of all, yes, instead of getting flowers, getting balloons. But Sarah Campbell has given a $50 super chat that said, "I won't be going to Waverly. I'll be off on my own vacation, but buy yourself dinner on me. Thanks for the great content. I can't wait to hear about the trip. I got to try to make it to the next one to meet this community." Sarah, that's so generous and so amazing. Thank you so much. Definitely will use that for that. And thank you. It's so freaking sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, Sarah, wow.
That is awesome.
I lost my whole train of thought. I couldn't even tell you what I was talking about 2 seconds before.
That is awesome. And yeah, I hope she can make it to the next one.
Yeah, definitely. And there will be more for sure. I've definitely been told that will happen. And of course, you know, after this trip, dude, we're going to want to do more stuff. You know, there's so many people that have asked on Paranormal Friday, like, what's next? It's like, well, let me get through this one first. You got to remember, you know, originally I didn't even want to go. You know, like, this is not somewhere that I would be like, hey, let's go ahead and let's do this. No, you guys talked me into that. I agreed to it. Yes, now I'm excited about it. And doing the Paranormal Friday has helped me feel more comfortable with that stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, hell, Matt, I know you and Lydia were talking about going to Waverly like 6 months ago. And I'm like, no, I'm not going. I have no idea. I'm not.
I know. Remember, I brought it up to you when we were having lunch.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
One day, I was like, I didn't think that was so much your jam.
No, not one bit.
No. And Sarah, where are you going for your vacation? I'd like to know that too. But enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I'm taking Waverly. That's my like little mini vacation.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere haunted and relax.
I am, dude. I am. We'll see how relaxed I am once I get up in that bitch and starts getting dark, and
Yeah,
I'll be holding on to Jerry's leg.
yeah, guarantee. Hell, Jerry might be holding on to your leg too. You never know.
Cool.
It's funny to see how we're all gonna react in this situation. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. It looks like Sarah's going to a 3-day music festival, so that's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Hell yeah.
That is cool.
But everybody in the chat tonight, you were freaking fantastic. You guys are all awesome. Matt, did you want to say anything about Mad Matt's Mask before we got off here tonight?
No, man. Right now, I'm really good. Hopefully in the near future, we've got a lot of stuff that we're waiting on to come in. Some really cool stuff. So I think in the near future, hopefully I've got some really cool stuff that I can show you guys. But thanks Lydia for putting that up there. How to reach us, and we're on Instagram now and everything like that. But no, I just want to say again that I'm super stoked about Waverly. Can't wait to meet some of you guys. Thanks as always, Michael, for having me on. It was an absolute blast. And it's my pleasure.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got.
Hell yeah, man. Normally this is where I'd say that I will see you guys next time, and obviously it'll be next time that I see you, but it won't be for a little while. I am going to do my best to go live from Waverly. We're going to try everything we possibly can to make that happen for you guys. I will put a thumbnail up to connect to for it, and we will do our best to do that while we're down there. So with that being said, Matt, again, thank you for coming tonight. Live chat, thank you for all of your votes and all of the participation and all of the fun. So
I got one thing, Michael. I'm sorry. I got one thing that it just kind of came to my head, but it's something we could think about, for maybe down the road. Maybe we could do one of those trips where you go to, like a horror filming location.
Yeah. That'd be fun too.
Take Movies and Beyond there. Yeah, sorry, it popped in my head.
Good, man.
I think that'd be a killer. And if you could do a show on the site, oh hell yeah. But love you guys.
All right. With that being said, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey, you